I'm a type of person that I'm going to go out and find the best industry possible to make the most money.
Yeah.
Right. And insurance, in my opinion, as long as you do it right, has in my opinion, the most upside potential possible.
Yeah. In correspondence to what you have to put in, I agree.
Insurance is the only space that I've seen that you're never capped and you can work as many hours as you want, make as much as you want. So
Yeah.
I think if you're out there and you're in sales specifically, like look into insurance. It's only growing.
Let's go. We're live. So we got another episode of Adversity Kings, a top producer, and outside of the companies that I'm typically familiar with. So you've been in the insurance space for now how long?
15 months.
15 months. I'm super intrigued. I usually like to get into people's background story, but your first 15 months, how much production have you done?
I just hit over 2.1 million.
And what's your like primary market focus? Like what are you setting up?
So I started off mortgage protection.
Okay.
Started off with that final expense a little bit, and then transitioned into now advanced markets, annuities,
Yeah.
DFLs, IBCs.
Yeah.
Still doing a little bit more
investment
expansion.
banking concept. What
Yeah.
about DFL for the people that are watching and don't
It's
know?
debt-free life, so we assist people with getting out of debt. like,
Okay.
pretty quick.
Okay.
So I had a lady last night. She was going to get out of debt in like 8 years
Yeah.
if she didn't do anything, and then she got out of debt in like 8 months.
How would that work with a life insurance policy?
Yeah, so essentially you have a participating whole life policy, and
Okay.
it's done through the company instead of the market. So that's why, like, if you do like an IUL, it's done through the market.
Yeah.
But IBC is done through the company.
Correct.
So they're able to guarantee like the interest rate being the same.
Yeah. And so how was the trend? Like, what was your first month like? You start off with simplified products, final expense, mortgage protection.
Yep.
Was it hard?
Yeah, of course it was hard.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy. It wasn't like it was natural. All right, I was wondering like a weekend, like why the heck am I doing this thing? Right.
What was your first month like? Was it
First month did 50K.
50K?
Yeah, 50K first month.
Okay.
51 to be exact. But and then I did 87% issued.
Yeah.
So made roughly 20 grand in my account.
Yeah.
And but it was hard, man. I dialed all day. You
Yeah.
know, and I was still working part time technically too.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
We're gonna start to backtrack too. So
Yeah.
So you do 51,000 your first month. What do you come from? Like where did you?
Yeah.
What were you doing before? Right before.
Yeah. So right before I did sales, corporate sales.
Okay.
Before that, I played professional basketball, ran my own business.
So let's stop at corporate sales and we'll go to basketball. So
Sure.
corporate sales, what are you selling?
Sold roofs, commercial roofs,
Okay.
and then I did lights and food processing plants.
And so how many years are you doing commercial roofs?
Oh, I just did like 5 months.
Oh, 5 months.
Yeah.
And is that salary
A salary and base plus commission.
base plus
Yep.
commission?
Yep.
And then before that, it was, what was it? Lights?
It was lights. So I'd get base plus commission there. Depends on how much lights I'd sold.
And how long were you there?
Like 3 months.
Okay. And then now where you're a professional basketball player?
Before that, yeah, professional basketball player, and then I ran my own basketball training business.
Okay.
So I had both of those.
Now are you a professional basketball player international or were you playing?
International.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where were you based out of?
So I did Canada, Australia, China, Mexico.
What was your favorite?
Australia by far.
Australia?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was legit.
I feel like for me, Australia, I've got two perspectives. I've got like the COVID reaction where everybody got locked into camps and they were
Yep,
super
a little bit of
strict.
that. Yep.
But then I grew up watching Steve Irwin and I've got like the wildlife idea
Yep.
of like, it just looks like a fun
Yeah.
time.
No, it's Australia's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's especially when you go out to like a gold, what's it called? Something gold, but you go out to the shore and it's just different views, different vibes. You
Yeah.
know, the people are really sweet too. Like the vibe is different from America to there. People are always nice. They say hi to you on the street.
Yeah.
You know, they say what's up. They have a great accent. So keeps
Yeah,
it
yeah,
light.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like for me, like especially with the amount of Steve Irwin I watched growing up, I feel like there's like a lot of dangerous. Were you ever worried about like snakes?
That's more in the
spiders?
desert.
Okay.
In the city, it's normal, just like America. But
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
kangaroos around though.
Yeah.
It's not like they're just walking around. You got to go to the parks. But
Yeah.
You know, but when you go to the desert, yeah, for sure.
How long were you in Australia?
Jeez, I was only there for about a month and a half ish.
Where did you fly
I
from?
flew into Melbourne,
And where were you coming from?
Houston.
How long was the flight? What was that like?
That was terrible.
Yeah?
It was like 20 hours.
20 hours,
Yeah.
like just 20 hours once on a
Stopped in
flight.
LA, then,
Okay.
then went to Melbourne. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, it was terrible.
That's sickening. So how long were you playing basketball?
Jeez, well, I started playing basketball as a kid.
Yeah, like how old?
5, 6.
5 or 6?
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah, and then number 2 leading scorer in the country in high school.
Where are you from?
I was born and raised. I was born in Alabama.
Okay.
Grew up in Virginia. Dad worked in the government.
Okay.
So right outside DC, went to a private school, small private
Does that
school.
mean like dad was in the CIA or like?
Secret Service.
Okay.
Yeah, so he guarded the president.
And did you like ever get to pull out like information from him?
He's very,
Yeah. Yeah.
keeps
yeah.
under locks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, bro.
Yeah,
I
that's
literally
pretty
was thinking
wild.
that the other day. I was like, I need to find someone that was in CIA or like FBI or like you never meet the guys that are like, yeah, I'm Trump's driver. You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
yeah. No, but he was like literally guarded Clinton and Bush. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I went to the White House. I met President Bush myself.
Wow.
I was a kid. I didn't.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
5
yeah.
or 6.
Super sick. Okay,
Yeah.
so government, you're moving around, you get into basketball. What was mom doing?
Stay home.
Stay at home mom?
Yeah.
Okay. Who were you closest with growing up, mom or dad?
I was close to both of them.
Yeah?
Yeah, I had a great relationship with my dad. Definitely a mentor, best friend.
Yeah?
Really close. Mom, same thing.
Siblings?
Still, yeah, one brother. Then I got a sister as well. She's really young. She's like, she just turned 18 or 17.
Okay. Wow. And then are you middle child or your oldest?
Oldest.
Okay, so you're the oldest child. And was it like a super tight knit traditional family? Like everybody's still close today?
Yeah, for sure. Everyone's still pretty close today.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, so like when did basketball, like when did you really start to lock in and think,
7th
like,
grade.
7th grade?
Yeah, I locked in. My
Were
dad
you
had,
taller?
I was like 5'10".
Yeah.
7th grade, and then I hit this height. I stopped really growing more at like 8th grade. So I was like 6'4", like in 8th grade. I thought it was gonna be 7 foot. It's gonna be
Yeah, I was gonna say because
Yeah.
I think I'm 5'10" now. So if you were 5'10" in 7th grade,
Yeah, I
like-
was pretty tall.
Yeah.
But stopped. I hated it. I thought I was gonna be in the league, no problem. And
Yeah.
then, it didn't work out that way.
I feel like what's average height in like the NBA now? Like 6'8"?
average height, I was about 6'5", 6'6", average.
But like the point guards, they're probably like, what are they?
Point guards are in between like 6'1" to 6'5".
Oh, okay. So they're not like 6'8", 6'9".
No. But average point
Yeah,
guard.
average. Okay.
But you have the special ones that are 6'8".
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Be
it's
that
wild.
tall, be able to like handle the ball like that
Of course.
efficiently.
Yeah. No, you had to handle the ball.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of like at odds. I don't have the most athleticism, and
Yeah.
I had to work harder than everyone else. My dad literally hit me with, I was like, Dad, why is my shot off in 7th grade? And he's like, well, son, did you work on it?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no. And then that clicked. Everything clicked at that point. It was the weirdest thing. It's just like my brain just needed to turn on.
Did you study someone's shot that you wanted to try to copy?
I did.
Whose?
I did. I watched a lot of people's shots. I had Dwayne Wade's, Kobe's, MJ.
Yeah.
And so I shot it right about the same. It was right about here. And,
Yeah.
Kobe's, and I just tried to copy it. I
Like
never
the
had a
higher
trainer.
release.
Yeah. I never had a trainer, nothing. I
Wow.
literally just practiced myself.
And what was your position?
Combo, point
Yeah.
guard, shooting guard.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
A lot of shooting.
You felt comfortable outside the paint.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah,
Yeah, I just shot a whole lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. But inside the paint, I didn't feel really comfortable. I'm just shorter, and I'm athletically challenged. I'm not the most athletic, so
Yeah.
I was like, I wasn't gonna drive down the lane and rise up on you.
But can you dunk?
Yeah, I could dunk, but
Can you still dunk?
if I got paid money to do it,
Yeah.
I could. But
Yeah.
I gotta warm up. I gotta do a whole probably like 30-minute routine, do the whole thing.
So what high school were you? You're number 2 in the country.
Yeah,
What
it was a really small private school. We played some big time
Oh,
schools.
okay.
But it wasn't like we were playing. I wasn't playing at like the number 1 school in the country or something like that.
And then where do you go to college?
Small NAI school, Pensacola Christian in Florida.
Okay.
Yeah, I went
Pensacola.
there. Yeah,
I think they have like online classes they do.
they do.
Because I went to a Christian school my 8th and 9th grade year, and there was online classes they
Yep.
made us take, and it was Pensacola.
Yep.
And I was
Probably
like-
under a Becca.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy heck.
Yeah.
That's small
Small
world.
world, right?
Yeah, super
Yeah.
small world. Okay, so college, and then you get a pro opportunity internationally, or do you go do an MBA? Like
yeah,
scout?
I had that internationally. So when I first started, like I went to a small school. I thought it was like college. Like people were reaching out to me,
Yeah.
and obviously seeing the numbers I did, and that ain't the same with pro.
Yeah.
People are, it's a money world. Right?
Yeah.
Agents are reaching out to you. They're trying to, find who they can make the most money off of.
Yeah.
Right. I'm another one of the guys that are trying to make it that they make no money off initially.
Yeah.
Because how many times like the guys start at the lower leagues and then make a lot of money in the future because
Yeah.
their agents aren't going to make as much money, right? So they have to kind of believe in someone. And
Yeah.
so I didn't know how that whole process worked. I know now. So I played at this really small league in the U.S. It was right behind the G League. It was called the PBL at the time. Now it's the TBO. And played there. And then I had one good game, and then the team fell apart. So
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? So I got another opportunity, met some connections, went down, worked out with John Lucas, that's with the Rockets at the time.
Yeah.
Played with, did some workouts with him. His job was to kind of get me into the NBA or like send me overseas. And I got an offer to play in Australia, and I was making like $2,000 a month. And I'm like, what?
Wow.
No, I can't do that. So then I started my basketball business, built it from the ground up, and I made like $40,000 my first month in basketball.
Wow.
It was wild. And
But
then,
like, are you limited to location, or were you doing like virtual training as well?
so I just ran a gym, and then I'd find kids in my area
Wow.
and literally just bring a whole lot of people in and train them.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's super sick.
Yeah.
And so basketball ends, and that was how many years ago for you?
Yeah, so basketball ended. Well, there's kind of like a lot of stories in there in between.
Yeah, like what's the most important story that?
Yeah, so so I started my own basketball training business, built it up into a, we were doing roughly over $500,000 in revenue, and then over time through 2 years we, went over about 1.4 million in revenue.
Yeah.
Had my own facility, whole thing. Well, I stopped playing basketball because I went to basketball training, but that time I started to make a little more money, so I went to golf. I had to do something.
Yeah, yeah.
So I started playing golf. I practiced 8 hours a day for like 2.5 years straight.
Yeah.
Turned pro at 2 years. Won an event, and made money off it. And I was like, maybe I can do this. And then I remember one event. It was actually down here. I was playing in Miami, and I shot like 72, like 76 or something like that. Didn't make the cut, and I'm like, frick! All right, I need a break.
Yeah.
So I paused again, took a break from that. I was thinking I was going to get back into it, but I went back into basketball because I realized like in order to elevate my brand, I had to be at a higher level.
Yeah.
So then I got back into basketball, still doing basketball training, had a staff, facility right at about that time. And then I started to grow. I tried to get back into the NBA. I tried to get to the NBA.
Okay.
So I started pushing and really kind of going down like how hard it was going to take to get to the NBA. So I ended up playing all over the world, and then just trying to get highlights and film. And I had a really, really legit opportunity 2.5 years ago. I had an opportunity with the Clippers, potentially, and this was after I played in Canada, played in the TBT, which was like the money tournament in the summer.
Yeah.
It's like $1 million tournament. Had an opportunity with the Clippers. There was some things there. I think it could work. My daughter, she had she was born a year before that. She actually then had we found out she was born with a major heart issue.
Yeah.
And we moved down to Houston because that's where our doctors are. So we moved down to Houston thinking I was going to potentially play for the Clippers, wasn't going to go overseas anymore due to my daughter. And my daughter actually had to have a heart transplant. So we were in the hospital 250 days roughly.
Wow.
And so that's why I had to transition into sales, because I didn't want to do any other job.
Yeah.
So I transitioned into sales, and then that's what got into insurance.
And you went through the sales journey of like identifying like what's the best place for you through going through the lights, the roofing, and then how did you find insurance?
So it starts off like this is just me as a whole, like trying to be the best version of myself I possibly can be. Yeah. Yeah, that started probably 6th, 7th grade for me. Yeah. It's just like, okay, if I'm going to live, I need to be the best version of me from a personality standpoint, emotionally, physically, spiritually. Yeah. And that's something I just pledge. I feel like that's just God, requires us to do that. Yeah. I feel like that's just like he says it in the Bible. So, when I was in the roofing industry, I purchased Jeremy Miner's NEPQ course. Okay. And I didn't have a trainer, mentor. No one was telling, like the person that told me to cold call was like, hey, just pick up the phone and dial. I was like, what do I say? Well, I don't know. Just figure it out. I'm like, okay, sure. So I picked up the phone on roofing because I had to build my book of business from the ground up. Yeah. And I wasn't getting the results that I wanted. So I purchased Jeremy Miner's course. All right. And there was a guy. And, when I'm dialing, it's the same thing I do in insurance now, but I was dialing from like 7 a.m. all the way to like 9-ish, because then you could kind of work like West Coast, and then you can go to Hawaii with some corporations out there to try to find some roofs too. So I would just dial that long. So then when I dialed, I was like, man, I'm not getting the results that I want. I was like, there's got to be an easier way. So that's when I purchased it. And so I didn't like, doing anything else but dialing during the day. No one will mess with my calendar. So I got on Jeremy Miner's team, asked me to get on a specific training at like 2:00 in the day. I'm like, no, that's our dial time. Like, we got to figure out another time. So I got on at like 2 in the day because they said I got pushed to the front of a line. Yeah. Talk with them first. And they chatted with me, answered my question, then boom, I got off. But when I got on there, a guy from college that I knew very well or I wouldn't say well, we were acquaintances. He was on there as well. And I'm like, oh, why are you on there? So then he hit me up after the class, and he's like, Dylan, what are you doing now? I'm like, I'm just doing roofing sales. And he's like, well, you okay if we have a chat? Sure, whatever. And weird, he hasn't hit me up in 5, 6, 7 years.
Yeah.
So he hit me up, he told me about this insurance thing. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Let's just, sure, sounds great, whatever. But I'm going to focus on what I'm doing right now, maybe later, right?
Yeah.
And then 2 months down the line, he posted like a picture of like what he made in a week.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I'm not doing that in a week. Frick. So I just like, all right, screw it. I'm just diving into it.
Yeah.
So I was like, I would feel terrible about myself if I didn't actually try it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I had to at least try it. I would be like, okay, if I can make 40 grand in a month, why am I not going to try it?
Yeah.
So I just jumped into it, got my license in like 5 days, and the rest is history.
Are your siblings similar to you? Like super obsessive?
No, not at all. My brother he's very disciplined on the things he wants to be disciplined about, but he's he likes to eat cookies and all this stuff, but he likes working out too. He's a big guy. He's a little bigger than me.
Yeah.
So.
Similar height?
Similar height. Yeah.
Okay, so first month you get into final expense mortgage protection. When who put you on, or I know was it Tim? Did he put you on to like thinking bigger in regard to bigger products and like advanced market?
No. So that actually happened about 10 months down the line.
Okay.
After insurance. So when I got into bigger products, he's like, well, what if you just did the same thing, but with bigger products? And so you're going to make quadruple
Correct.
the money. So I'm like, okay, so if I do the same thing, the reason I didn't want to get into it because I didn't understand it.
Yeah.
And the hard part about it is like you can really mess up someone's life if you don't really understand it,
Correct.
especially with annuities. So I was fearful of it. Like, how can I do the same thing? It's a longer sales cycle.
Yeah.
Takes longer to get paid. So I'm like, is this really worth it? So then I had someone like sit down and explain it to me. And we came out with like an instant issue product that you could get paid right away. So I'm like, oh, okay. So if I can get paid right away, then I'm good. Then I had to work out some intangible details with the company to make sure I wasn't like capped on my income.
Yeah.
I could still make the same. And that was May of this year.
Wow.
So I transitioned slowly and slowly moved over into it.
Wow.
Yeah.
And who has been the biggest help to you in the insurance space?
There's a lot of people. I have a lot of people to kind of be grateful for. I think number one, my initial mentor is great. His name's Ashton. He definitely, he taught me a lot of things, insurance, just how to handle people over the phone, sell. That was very helpful. I got a lot of people in my IMO that are great mentors that make a lot more money than I do that kind of pushed me in the right direction. And I started, a good thing about me that I do well is I know what certain people give me. Yeah. So I have there's been people that have reached out that have been great mentors. Tim is a great example with being able to just like, hey, this is how you put your money here. This is a great way to diversify your portfolio. So it's like as you're making money, you need to figure out how to make more money. So correct. Tim's great for that. We bounce each other ideas off of insurance with each other. Yeah. We're about at the same contract level from an IMO standpoint. Yeah. The presidents of my company are phenomenal.
I only hear good things.
Yeah, they're phenomenal.
That's sweet. That's super sweet. And so going into 2026, what is your biggest focus?
Well, I think I have some pretty large goals. Number one, I want to be on, I see, I'm always going to be in insurance. Yeah. But I see beyond insurance. Like, I don't just want to conquer insurance and then be done with it. Like, there's got to be a next thing for me. That's just how my brain's
I can tell, yeah.
So it's like, okay, conquer insurance, still do insurance because I've started insurance because I wanted to pass down my agency to my daughter. Yeah. Right. So let her have that and that be a source of income because I don't know what her life's going to be like. Yeah. Right.
How old is she now?
So she's 3. Wow. Right. So let's say something happens to me, then she's got an income for the rest of her life. So my goal from an insurance perspective is to scale it up to about 12 million next year. Okay. As far as just the agency as a whole. This year we're going to do about close to 4. Okay. We'll do about close to 4. And that's just in a year in, which is crazy.
It is super crazy.
So just really blow this thing up. From an insurance perspective, get to 12, and then
so who recruited you? Is it Ashton?
Ashton, yeah,
yeah. Ashton's blessed.
Yeah, yeah. So,
do you remind him? Are you one of those guys like? Hey,
no, man. I'm a super.
You're
grateful.
A humble dude.
Yeah, I'm a super grateful person. Like, I just really appreciate what people have done for me. Yeah. As long as you don't stab me in the back, I'm gonna elevate you as much as I can. So, yeah. So, So they're like 12 million probably by next year. I'd love to do that from a social standpoint, influencer standpoint. I want to get on every insurance stage in America. Like
Yeah.
that's going to be like the next piece. And then I want to start getting into motivation sales.
Yeah.
And then I have some other dreams and goals that I think God's called me to do, but I'll share that at another time.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Another athletic
No,
route?
We're done with athletes.
Okay, I was gonna say
No,
maybe
no.
you take up swimming or something. You conquered golf in 2
Yeah,
years.
no, we're not gonna do that.
Pro
No
basketball.
more, no more athlete. I mean, I still work out. I thought about doing high rocks. That's one
What's
thing.
High Rocks?
High rocks is where you.
I heard it. I saw this guy. I
Yeah.
had him on the podcast. He owns like a paddle team, and it's like a bunch of different workouts, like in Miami.
Yeah,
or
so
something?
you like you throw the ball up, like you hit a spot, and then you also do like rowing.
Yeah.
You do running.
You got to run in between each workout.
Correct. Yeah. So I thought about doing that.
Yeah. No.
So just
I like doing that stuff.
stay in shape.
The only time more and more as I get older, like I only want to sweat when I like fighting. I like MMA.
All right.
I like jujitsu, and it's not for me. It's not emotional. Some guys I get into it, they're angry. Like for me, it's a puzzle. You know what I
Sure.
mean? Like I want to figure out how.
Yeah.
I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to get hurt. But
Yeah.
I want to figure out like how can I put you in a position where it's checkmate. Like you know, especially with jujitsu. Like
Sure.
with the striking, you know, you can only pull punches and kick so much.
Yeah.
But with jujitsu, it's so incredible how you're able to manipulate the body and put someone in a position where it's like, hey, bro, you got to tap out, or this is going to explode.
Yeah.
or you're
going
going to go
be a
sleep.
bad day for you.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So, okay, well, so that's super sweet. So $4 million in your first year. Do you have any individuals that you're mentoring in the insurance space yet?
Yeah.
So how big's your team then?
So we got about. We're waiting for a lot of our agency is still pretty new.
I know. So when
new.
you say a year in, and for the audience watching, insurance, from my experience, is usually a 3 to 6 month delay. Like
Yeah.
you get your licensing, you onboard, you got carriers
Correct.
coming in, then you start to acquire other licenses.
Yep.
So I always tell people it's like 3 to 6 month delay.
Yeah. So we will have when all of that's kind of
Yeah.
gone through. We'll have 55 active agents.
Sweet.
So I have agents that are still in other IMOs that
Yeah.
are like transferring over,
Correct.
that are moving and coming over. So I'm obviously waiting for their transfer, their contracts. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't want them to like stop what they're doing and just wait because then
Correct.
they lose their income source. So that's dumb. So I care about them first. So
Yeah.
they're coming when they're all done and over. It'll be about 55.
Sweet.
So I brought out over 150 people over the course of the past year. So
Super
a lot of that
sweet.
was trial and error. A lot of that
It always is.
in the beginning. I just didn't know how to train. I didn't know that everyone wasn't like me.
Yeah.
Right. So
I scared so many people away being a psychopath my first 2 years in the business.
Yeah.
I was a psychopath.
Yeah.
24/7. If you didn't
Yeah.
eat, work, sleep, insurance, I would just almost humiliate you and
Sure.
tell you don't care about your family. And I was,
Yeah.
18 years old. So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
18-year-old telling you this is
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
take
I
it.
mean, I thankfully I've had some really good mentors. My dad's a great person. He grew up in church too, so I understand personalities. I'm also a little older. I'm 32, so I've had some experience in business. So I haven't.
And life.
Yeah.
You can only it's so funny. Like you'll see kids making money in the insurance space very quickly. You can make a lot of money and think they have all the wisdom in the world to give. And it's like, you can only have so much wisdom bottled up in, 18, 19, 20 years
true.
of age.
You haven't done life. I mean, I was
Yeah.
speaking to a guy yesterday that was at another IMO. He's teaching him to like one call close for like mortgage protection, and he's got $9,000 in chargebacks piled up.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, dude, like, who told you to do that? He's like, well, some 22-year-old kid. I'm like, sorry, what? So
Yeah.
then now their insurance career is almost screwed.
Yeah.
It's hard to get out of that. And then I also there's some crazy things in insurance. If we want to get into it, I
Bro,
can.
and there's so many horror stories and
Yeah.
we could talk on this a little because it's like more and more I'm trying to put out content where people understand like there's nothing wrong with final expense business, but when you start to do the research on the data and realize the target market with final expense, it's usually the bottom of the barrel. It's what you would classify it in the insurance space. And like you said, I think the biggest thing that holds people back is insurance with social media gets marketed as, easy money, instant money.
Yeah.
You get paid daily. And so people will come in and they get all this marketing of you're going to get paid so fast, you get so much money, you get everything up front. And then they're just selling final expense and they're selling it to anybody and everybody. They're not vetting out the people they're selling, not verifying they have the funds. They're not even verifying what they're putting in place for them. They're just looking for.
I have no idea. They're
what's
just looking for the best
fastest-
price. Yeah.
What's the fastest policy that's going to pay me the most?
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate. And that's why you see so much churn and burn and people come and go and bad reputations. But it's the people like you that kind of like, I like this one gentleman, he said in the insurance space, he's like, as a leader, you got to go out and slay the dragon for your people every day. You got to go face the fears. And the big thing that people are afraid of is like advanced market products. And it's like, they're not advanced market products. You don't. Do you have a securities license?
No, not yet.
No. So it's like you're not selling, investment products.
Yeah.
You're selling products that are guaranteed, still simplified products. They're just far larger cases that are, again, still simplified. They probably require a little more underwriting. You know what I mean? But like you said, you're getting paid 4 or 5 times the amount. And when you target a client that can afford that and wants that, the retention, like you don't even have to solidify when someone's spending $1,000 a month. They've thought about this.
Yeah.
You went over the numbers with them for a
I
week.
make him think about it.
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
there's no way you're
Especially
taking
with an annuity. I did a $600,000 annuity 3 weeks ago, and I'm like, dude, before they were ready to pull the trigger. I'm like, no, let's pull it back a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to have a $50K charge back here.
And it's only a 31 day though, like free look period with the annuities, correct?
That's a great question. I haven't had that come up yet, but
I've heard the retention with annuities, it's 99%.
The annuities are very high, but the problem is you have to really explain to the client that there's a surrender charge, obviously with annuities, because you're going to lose a certain amount. So a lot of times if you don't explain that, they get like what? I've lost like 50 grand of the first year. Yeah. But annuities are a long play. Yeah. So you got to like keep them in there. And it's a great way for a rollover too. Yeah. I found a lot of success with people that are 59 and a half, and it's a great help for them.
The 401k?
Yeah, just rolling over from 59 and a half so they're not getting taxed on it if they were to pull it out. And then obviously just immediately rolling over so it's tax free. And we want to keep it out of their bank account. I don't want a check going to their accounts so they don't get taxed on that income. Yeah. So there's a lot of ways you could do it, but I think it's extremely helpful for older people if you build it correctly.
That's super sweet.
Yeah.
And then what about like what's the ideal person look like that you want to work with on your team, that you want to mentor?
Yeah, great question. Man, I fit best with people that are very high performing individuals. Yeah. Because, my brain thinks
relatability.
Really fast. Yeah, relatability. But I think another strength that I have is there's so many like either high performing individuals on my team or not as high performing, I would say middle of the road. That's most of America. That are really, really good at like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different aspects of their personalities. And it's not a lot of times if you're not high performing, it's not about that, like you getting with me. It's not about that. It's about finding the person that's going to help you connect the dots a lot better. Yeah. So and that's how I've like really trained my team. So what we have is we have 10 individuals right now that are leaders that are growing their agencies, that are building. Yeah. And they all have different personalities and they're all great at certain things. Some are good at teaching, some are good at motivating, some are good at like reasoning and just listening. Right. Yeah. So some are good at like being able to explain things differently in 15 different ways. For me, sometimes I get frustrated by that. Like if I have to explain one thing or two more than 5 different ways, I'm like, come on, man. Like, just pick up the phone and just dial, man.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Let's go to work.
Let's go to work. Like you don't need to ask 9 million questions. Just like literally dial, figure it out. Like
ask ChatGPT.
Yeah, right. Sure.
Yeah, I answer like 1 or 2 times. And I'm like, all right, you got to ask ChatGPT or go work at this company. I'll release you.
Right. Sure. Right. Releasing. Yeah, that's a big thing. Releasing is another thing too that we can talk about. But that's a big thing for me. Is just like creating a system that fixes agents, like it helps them the best, but at the same time, just bringing other people that I know are going to work with me.
And obviously, you already answered this, so and I actually want to ask that. What I want to start to wrap up with is just genuine advice for people out there. I try to give a lot of advice on what people should avoid, what they should look out for. Yeah. Well, what's your perspective on, if you were talking to 25-year-old you or 22, or it doesn't even matter, age isn't even relevant, just someone out there that's getting into insurance, or like myself that was in insurance for 6 or 7 years in the captive model, and just no other way, I just got lulled into the Kool-Aid. I didn't have any good mentorship growing up, so there was nobody to like open my eyes because the truth was only what I was exposed to.
Sure. Of course. Yeah, you don't know. There's some crazy things out there in insurance. Yeah. I think first is like finding the right company that's finding the right personality for you. I think that's a couple things. So I want to speak on a couple things because I have interviewed roughly around 40 people a week now, and so I'm just, and that's coming just from social media, which is crazy. So if you're out there and you're not doing social media, like 1, 2, 3 posts a day,
social media made me a millionaire by 22.
Yeah,
everybody like
it's wild. I mean, social media,
gross millionaire.
Yeah, it's gross. Yeah,
so it sounds like a cool buzzword. It's gross.
Yeah, social media is a great way to go. So. I think first thing, if you're just trying to get insurance, like find a person that's going to be best fit for you from a personality, because I think you can succeed any way you want to in insurance. You just have to have the right mentor that's going to teach you. If you have someone that's out there that's just telling you to recruit, right? That's a problem.
Yeah.
They have because you can't build a business unless you know how to sell.
Yeah, correct.
Right. So you got to find someone that knows how to sell, that knows how to build a business, knows how to do things ethically. Because if you don't have someone that's teaching you ethically, and they're just telling you just to write policies and get approval on the policies and all that stuff, you're going to end up neck deep in chargebacks, and then you're going to have, potential your insurance license.
Yeah.
You could be sued. I had a guy that was found out sued the other day.
Yeah.
Just from he had a bad upline. I've had guys like taking if you ever get told that write your writing numbers that isn't your writing number, that's someone else's writing number. Like write a policy on Joe Schmo over here. Your name's Kyle, but write it with Joe Schmo's writing number.
Yeah.
That's insurance fraud.
Correct.
That's happening all the time. So
Yeah,
that's some things to look out for. And then also from a captive side, you know this, but I just had an agent the other day that left early from the captive side, and they're trying to pull back her money that she was paid before the 9 months.
Yeah, they do that.
Yeah, and that's she had no idea.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to join a captive agency, make sure that's a great fit for you.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Read the paperwork.
Yeah, read the paperwork. So there's a lot of obviously things. I gave you guys a lot of things there, but
And a shortcut and a hack on reading the paperwork is plugging it into ChatGPT.
there you go. I know nothing about ChatGPT.
Dude, ChatGPT. I'm surprised. Tim and I talk. He takes a ChatGPT course at Harvard.
Well,
or something.
Tim, that's Tim.
Yeah. So, and he's always like, "You got to learn this even better." I was like, "I learn it pretty well, but I like to just sell and build the insurance agency." So.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna let him master chat for us. No, this has been super fire. Is there anything else you wanted to talk on?
I mean, there's a lot of things I want to talk on, but I think if you're let's talk about insurance briefly. Just like why insurance. So I'm a type of person that I'm going to go out and find the best industry possible to make the most money.
Yeah.
Right. And insurance, in my opinion, as long as you do it right, has in my opinion, the most upside potential possible.
Yeah. In correspondence to what you have to put in, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, it's the best business model. Like you can make money on so many different fronts. You can sell a policy at 3 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
Like you can. I live in Central, so I can call someone in Hawaii and sell them a policy. I had a guy the other day try Guam, so he's working on that.
Wow.
Guam, so you can sell at all different points during the day.
Yeah.
You can never stop working. So this is a space where your time is actually rewarded, and there's no cap. If you do door to door, you're capped because it's nighttime.
Yeah.
If you do.
And you're capped to your territory. You know
Correct.
what I mean?
Yeah. If you do B2B, then you're capped towards the products you can sell and who you can sell to.
Yeah.
Even B2C, there's going to be certain clients that you can't sell to. So insurance is the only space that I've seen that you're never capped and you can work as many hours as you want, make as much as you want. So I think if you're out there and you're in sales specifically, like look into insurance. It's only growing.
Yeah.
It's especially as things get more uneasy in the world.
Correct.
People are always wanting something to insure their lives. So
I think about that all the time. It's transitioning. Sales is transitioning more. I should say more so economically. It seems like we are transitioning more into sales as an option to almost like mandatory because inflation has caused life to become so expensive.
Yeah.
And there's no way that business owners can afford to pay their salaries and their hourly wages to their staff and make it match the rate of inflation and the cost of living. So the only way that you can afford to keep up with inflation is to have a commission-based job.
100%.
In some way, shape, or form, whether it's a base plus commission, but if you're not getting commission, I don't know how people are going to keep up.
Well, it's a low barrier to entry.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll have to get your insurance license, takes a couple of days, and then you knock it out. So it's everyone, in my opinion, everyone should have their insurance license.
Yeah.
That's just me. It's like if you can write some insurance on someone else that's 70, 80 years old, like it's a great way for you to make money and it protects them at the same time.
1,000%.
So insurance is a great space, but at the same time, if you want, I think everyone's always looking for something to build financial freedom.
Yeah.
Like I hated working corporate.
Oh,
You're locked in a box for forever. And you're said, okay, when you retire, hopefully you have enough 401k money and you can retire.
Yeah, no, it sounds horrible.
It's terrible. So I think insurance provides you that. And then I think lastly is, obviously I think there's so many self-development things that have made me who I am. And I think I look for like 3 key qualities if I know someone's going to be successful. Number 1, like you're self-motivated.
Yeah.
You want to self-develop, and then you're willing to be coachable.
Yeah.
if you have those three things, it's really hard not to be successful.
Yeah, I agree.
So, yeah.
Fire. Where can people find you if they want to work with you?
First of all, go to The Insurance Athlete on all platforms: YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Just type in The Insurance Athlete, all one word.
Yeah.
And then I'll be giving you guys a free PDF at the Crane Agency /download. That's going to be up here shortly, and you guys can go there, get a PDF. It's how to make 6 figures in insurance.
Wow. Super sweet. This was super awesome, guys. This was Dylan Crane, so make sure you guys follow him on social media. We'll put his handles in here as well. So